All right.
We are live now. I'm live with Alyosha Novitzky, and he's on a mission.
All right.
It's
I'm on
so
a mission.
exciting. You're headed to the uh, UAP Disclosure Symposium, right?
That's right.
You're
Let me
going
get
to
ready
launch
for
a,
this
a
here.
balloon to space
I
for
don't think I've ever done a
UAP
podcast.
Society.
With, this is my first stream in a tank top.
Well, it looks good on you.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
All right.
You
Thank you.
said you are you still there? I hope we don't lose you. Anyway, Alexei, Alyosha, excuse me, is on his way to Vernal, Utah, and he has all of the stuff in the back of his truck for launching a
Am I
balloon.
better now like that?
It's a little in and out. Oh man. Oh man. Well, I'll bring up the maybe we'll get him back, but I wanted to show you his trip. Let's see, Tampa to Florida. Here we go. Are you there? Cool. Can you hear? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
It's trying. Here apparently by Rolling Brook, Georgia.
I thought I had lost you. I was going to bring up the map and show people the trip that you're. It's like what 3,000 miles. What is it?
It's like 2,000. I'll probably be cutting in and out. Pretty pretty obvious that's going to be happening. Um, but yeah, I mean, pull up that map, let people know what's happening. I'm passing Rolling Brook, just north of Macon.
So here's our map. You can see. What does it say? It says. Oh, I got. Oh, it was 32 hours or 33 hours. That's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm going to be stopping in Vail though, out in Colorado.
And right now you are right here in
Why is this guy
Macon.
slowing down? Slow down. No, I got to pass in the right lane.
You
Oh
can
my
tell
God.
you have a very long trip ahead of you.
Passing in the right lane.
I think it's funny they showed the trip that you could have got there in 7 hours and 50 minutes by plane.
Ha.
That's funny. They show a straight line from Tampa to Utah.
How much would it cost though to pack 16 helium tanks?
Well, if you even could, right?
Right. I mean, I had $50 extra bag of luggage.
They would think you were a terrorist or something. Taking.
I felt like. Have you ever seen the movie? I think it's called Eagle Eye. The guy basically goes back to his home, and when he opens the door, it's just like packed with all kinds of equipment. I felt like that was my house after I got all the stuff delivered. I had 16 cans of helium. I had a weather balloon. I had all this GPS tracking. Um,
Is it raining there yet?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is it raining there yet?
I had just finished driving through some rain.
Yeah, I wondered because it's raining up here. You'll be driving through some rain, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely scattered showers on the way. You know.
Elena's asking about your road trip playlist.
What's happening, Elena? How's it going? What's she asking?
Road trip playlist.
Oh, I honestly don't listen to any music. Yeah, I don't listen to anything.
When I'm on a long road trip, I listen to music for about 20 minutes, and then I get tired of listening to music.
No, it just distracts me. I like this is a really good time to think about stuff and listen to the earth and whatnot. But what I think is I've already had a few epiphanies in a way, but like one of them was kind of cool. So the other day, Luis Elizondo and Sean Cahill did a podcast with Generation Z, Gen Z, and basically Lou Elizondo started talking about an oak tree, right? Like if you're zoomed up really, really close on an oak tree, you can't really tell, say, oh, well, that's an oak tree. But like every single little part of every oak tree is completely different, and you can only tell that they're oak trees when you're at a certain distance. And so when you think about an atom, like a hydrogen atom, from our perception, every hydrogen atom looks like the same exact thing. You know, obviously there's isotopes, but you get what I'm saying. Like all the isotopes are the same. But in reality, every single atom is probably as unique as every single human or every single tree that exists. So I felt like that was kind of a good thought I had earlier. I went with that for a while.
That's
you know
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
we're all humans.
And we can only zoom in. We can only zoom in so close to an atom anyway, right? I mean, I've seen photographs of, where they've actually. It was only about 10 or 15 years ago we were able to actually photograph one, right?
I don't even know if we can properly photograph them. We use the electron microscope, and shoot electrons in and look for. But yeah, no, you're right. It's only recently have we been able to really look at atoms.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen them. I've seen them. Where they can rearrange them and that kind of thing. On I don't know. Maybe I.
So now, just to take my thought a little bit further. If you can hear me, just to take that thought a little bit further. Now, if you consider how we have our inertial reference frame, and it's literally being stretched and crunched into existence. And when we look down, we see Earth and we see molecules and atoms. But when we look up, we see a whole bunch of galaxies and stars. But out away from Earth is literally less density and is being stretched away from us. So it's almost like every galaxy is actually a close-up zoom-in of an atom. So if you want to see what an atom looks like, go look at the galaxies.
I read an article just yesterday. I read an article just yesterday that was saying they had data already. Was it from the James Webb Telescope or Hubble maybe, that galaxies were going away from us faster than they thought, or they had sped up, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And you wonder what was the mechanism for them speeding up.
I don't think that they're speeding up faster than they expected them to speed up.
Well, that was what the article. That was what the article was about, though.
That galaxy.
Yeah.
Well, that's just. Okay, so let's pick a random galaxy like M82. So when I was in college, I literally, I tracked M82 from APO, Apache Point, New Mexico, and did spectroscopy on it, measured how fast it was traveling away from the Earth. But then I compared it with results from a Russian team that was, I think, 5 years earlier, right? And my result said it was going faster, but it wasn't within the accepted what people wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't count it.
That's true. It just may be that our equipment's being calibrated better.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's more the equipment's getting better.
Yeah.
When it comes to things accelerating way faster and faster and faster, I think that has to do with the force of gravity. And what I mean by that is the fundamental force of gravity, the gravitational constant. For example, as our universe drifts towards the center of a black hole, we experience more gravitational force, and that makes matter crunch more and light stretch more. And if the gravitational force falls off by r squared, then there would be an acceleration to the expansion rate. So the same gravity that causes objects to fall to Earth is the same gravity that causes the universe to expand faster and faster. It's the relative stretching and crunching based off our perception within the black hole. Yeah, something to think about. Yep.
Well, as you were talking, I was thinking about the R squared thing. So if we're moving away from the source of what was keeping us from going fast in the first place, we should be able to accelerate, I guess, if we. But the rate of motion should be constant, though, right? If there's not another force pushing against us.
Yes, but if we're so that would be if we're in a constant. Imagine we're in an orbit around a black hole, like the center of time. If we have a constant orbit, meaning like a perfect circle is our orbit, the universe wouldn't be expanding. I mean, it would be expanding, but not accelerating in expansion. But if we're drifting closer to the center of time, the universe would be increasing in its expansion rate. Because as we drift closer to the center of time, the gravitational force that crunches matter and stretches light will become greater. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What is Elena's question? She said, "How did he already know the answer to my question?" Or maybe gravitational. Oh, okay. Or maybe the gravitation of our pole. Wish I'd gone to school for physics too. I know. Sometimes I wish I hadn't gone to a building trade school and I had gone.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I went to a trade school and business school instead too. I mean, if I would,
Yeah,
I'd probably be like more
it's
wealthy.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still have this impression in my mind that the matter for our universe was kind of shot out of a cannon, and not exactly, but that's how I imagine the expansion of the universe. That there was some initial force that set it into motion, right? If there wasn't,
I don't. Sorry, go ahead. I want to hear the rest of your thought before I say.
No, I'm just trying to understand if there was no initial force to set things in motion. I guess the only way we would have had motion to begin with would have been through nuclear reactions, right? With matter interacting with it.
Yeah, that's where it does get kind of woo in this regard. But honestly, I would say that the word was spoken, right? And so that created a vortex.
Right. Well, see, if I want to get spiritual, I say, it was the mouth of God that was the cannon.
Right. Exactly.
So that's kind of how.
So let's just think physics only, just think relativity. Like, imagine the Schwarzschild radius of a black hole. So the point where the acceleration is equal to the speed of light. Before you get to that point, let me see if I can rephrase this better. As our energy is drifting closer and closer to the center of time, it would appear that everything is sprung from a single point. That's the easiest way to say it. Like, imagine our 4D experience but being manifested from a 5D black hole, and you're at the very, very, very edge of that black hole. To the point where because gravitational force falls off by R squared, you're so far away that you're really not even undergoing any gravity yet, is what I'm trying to say. At that point, there would be no stretch and crunch ratio. But the second you hit that Schwarzschild radius, that stretch and crunch ratio becomes a thing. And so matter would come into existence, and so would light. And they would all be appearing to come from a single point, as in shot out of a cannon. But that's just our 4D experience being shot out of a cannon, right? From a bigger black hole.
But of course, once you reach the event horizon, you get shredded into little pieces again.
That's what our physics is saying, but I don't think I agree with that at all.
Well, but some of that matter gets spit back out through plasma, right?
Through the poles, right? And so what is
that?
So now think about that in itself, the Hawkins radiation getting shot out of the poles. When you're talking about different dimensions of experience, and you're talking about laminarizing energy, how do we know that all those poles that energy being shot out of the poles is a different realm of experience? Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, we don't know if it's the same information that got sucked into the black hole.
Well, fundamentally, it is the same. the same energy, right? But whether or not it gets destroyed to a point of being unrecognizable is a different thing. That's
Or it
where
could be. I mean, the way I like to imagine it is that it could be an exchange of information between universes. The information that gets sucked out is replaced by information that's brought back in from the opposite end of the black hole.
I've never thought about it like that. I mean, yeah, you could potentially have that could be the bleeding of another universe into ours through the center of a black hole. That's what you're getting at?
That's the way I always like to imagine black holes.
I always see them as like the fractals of experience. Like if we live inside of a giant black hole, and then we look out into our universe and we see black holes everywhere, basically we're like in a river, the river of time, and it's branching out as it grows towards the greater sun in the sixth dimension. So like that's the easiest way to put it. We're in like a river and it branches out. Every black hole is its own. Every galaxy is like its own branch of a river.
Right. And I live near this junction in the Tennessee River that's called where Suck Creek comes down into it, and it literally creates a vortex right there.
You've talked about that before, yeah.
And I think it's kind of cool because maybe that if you get sucked into that vortex, you leave. You leave this reality. But I kind of yeah. So I want that's when you first started talking to me about the laminar flows and the vortexes. I always thought about that and thought it would be kind of cool if another way for information to be exchanged, between.
Well, that created our entire universe to begin with, and like whenever I'm losing you, I'm kind of blipping in and out, but I think I got you.
Yeah, you're still kind of here. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
So I mean, like, yep. Yeah. I can see you just fine and everything.
Yeah, I can see you fine. Yeah.
Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not if you're not moving. You need to just constantly.
No, I made your window bigger because you're the star of the show. I think I finally figured out how to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me show off these real quick. I don't know if it's safe. Should be able to get it.
Is the payload in the back or in the back seat?
It's in the back. Back seat. It's protected from the weather.
Oh, do you have a super cab or the crew cab? Super crew cab.
See these?
Oh, that's cool. What does it say?
They're stickers. Property of UAP Society.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So they're going to go on the payload on the outside of the.
Yep. Yeah, that's for the payload. Just in case someone finds it, they'll know it's property of UAP Society, and it's got my phone number.
I still think we could have made more money if we sold advertising like that.
Well, let's get Brandon Fugel on the line. I have one of these as well. I don't know if it's appropriate to put on the thing. I think it'll keep people from stealing it.
You just have to put a little smiley face underneath it, so they'll know it's a joke.
Well, no, I don't want people to know it's a joke. I want people to take my project seriously.
I get it.
No, it's radioactive. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's why I'm concerned. If I put this on and it lands in someone's backyard, they might call the police, right? Or like the environmental people.
I just wonder. I wonder if stickers are going to stick to that that styrofoam when it gets 400 degrees below zero or whatever.
I've watched the Strato Flights guys put their stickers on their boxes, and they just use regular old tape. And they tape on pieces of paper, and they just get stickers and stick them on. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good idea though, because that way the tape is helping. Because that
sticker being held on by tape.
Yeah. I was afraid that the adhesive on the sticker wouldn't stick good enough to the styrofoam.
They seem to stick pretty good. I already stuck one to it. It seems like it's stuck on there pretty good. I might duct tape it on as well.
What does Mishlove mean, Elena? Elena's using code to talk to you now. She's
What'd she just say?
Mishlove. Here, I'll put it up on screen.
Well, it might be easier if you just tell me the Mishlove.
Is that code Mishlove? For? Is that code for meet you later?
No, it's
that's a good.
The guy who won. Okay. She's saying get Mishlove to advertise maybe on the balloon. Mishlove was a guy that won money from Bigelow for basically writing a thesis on the afterlife. Bigelow did like a competition. Yeah, investing. Yeah, so Bigelow did a competition like where he had people basically write out stories or whatever, not stories, but their scientific ideas on what happens with the afterlife. And that was actually why I started coming forward with my work, was because I wrote Time Atom. And then my good friend, I'm actually going to his house right now in Vail. He basically said, did you know that Bigelow has this essay contest out for the afterlife and you'll probably win, right? But like they didn't even read my essay. It was 340 pages. So
you got to summarize it next time.
Yeah.
Just give him the summary.
What Mishlove does, I think he actually has like equipment. Elena might know that better. But I think he has equipment that he actually uses, like physical equipment and doing all that. He's not just sitting there meditating in a way. Which is why I'm out here now, right? We're actually going to do some real research, which is pretty cool.
So are any of the cameras, I meant to ask you this last time, IR capable?
All cameras are IR capable. You just have to put filters in front of the visible. But no, not
yeah,
really.
You have to remove filters from them.
Yeah, you have to take out the IR, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. But like,
yeah.
But no, we're focusing on regular.
Okay.
Regular visible imagery.
I think we're at some point I'm going to try to build a little station that has cameras with different wavelengths for IR on them.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I mean, that's so those photos I've shown you in the past, I had an IR filter on. The balloon launch that I did, that I've been showing the photos of, is infrared photography.
One of the
I did that with the point and click roll camera.
Yeah, one of the cameras I had altered through this company sees 800 to 1200 nanometer wavelength. So I need to get it out and start.
That's a good range for infrared. What do our cats see?
I mentioned that range to Lou Elizondo one time. Was it the first or second interview? And he kind of raised his eyebrow. So I thought that was a good sign.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk about that at all. I watched that interview. He definitely bypassed it. He said, I'm good on that.
Yeah. I thought maybe he was either bored with the subject or didn't.
Who goes 79 miles an hour in the left lane? Come on, man. I'm trying to get to Colorado here.
Yeah.
Go 79. I'm joking. That's a good speed. 79's a good speed.
It's a good speed not to get speeding tickets.
Exactly. But 85 is a great number.
You got to be careful in the South. They love pulling over people and giving them speeding tickets. Maybe when you get to the Colorado, they're a little more liberal. I don't know.
Well, the roads get slower. Like Tampa has a speed limit of like 70, 75. And then as you go further north, the roads get slower. But then when you get to like Colorado, it gets faster again. You know? It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. You got to pay attention. I just go with the flow of traffic typically. You know?
I think Tennessee, I think our highest is 70, 75, something like that.
Right.
70.
But yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't ever go this. It's a bad thing. I don't ever go the speed limit, so I don't know what it is.
No, that's kind of like the average person limit. It's like stoplights and stop signs. Like when I pulled up for gas, this might sound bad. I pulled up for gas just now. I was at a red light, and it said no turn on red. But I'm sitting there for 5 minutes, and there's literally no cars coming, and I'm making a right turn. And you know what I said? I said, I know how to think for myself, and I made a right on red when it said no right on red. Right?
I think the right on red thing is flexible.
Yeah, I mean, like, I, there's suggestions. Stop at the red light. You don't need to. I'm joking, guys. You should probably stop at red lights instead.
Yeah, 70 miles an hour. Yeah, I just looked it up. So when you get to Tennessee, you'll be able to go.
Yeah, Georgia really likes their super center, their adult super centers. There was one stretch where it was like 15 giant adult super center stores. It's like, come on, that's what you put on the road
For truckers?
for, I guess, just for whoever's on the road. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, truckers. That was a bad stereotype, wasn't it?
That was definitely a bad truck. I wasn't thinking truckers. I was thinking just travelers, but like more just how the state is advertising itself. It's like that's the first set of signs that you really see coming from Florida into Georgia. Is like a big set of these yellow signs. They're huge billboards, and there's like 15 of them in a row on both sides of the street. And it's like adult super center on the right. Go there. It's like, no, not going there.
I was going to go to, if I change this location, I was going to show the UAP Society YouTube channel. Does that work if I change it? Yeah. Let me show this for a second.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Make me small. Yeah.
There is the UAP Society YouTube channel for people who might want to know. It's cool. Check it out. And then if you go to Discord, this is the Discord here. I put links. The reason I'm showing this is I've got links in the description if you want to go check these places out. I'm kind of excited for June 10th is when a lot of NFTs drop. Is that true?
What happened?
I've got to get up to speed on the exact timing. Elena may know this.
NFTs are already for sale.
Right, but there's going to be another drop of NFTs on the 10th or something, right? I think that's. But yes, the NFTs are for sale. If you go to, let's take them to OpenSea right here.
Yeah, and there's only 42 of this original batch called the Alien Dreams Genesis. And
I think
lucky number 23. Bam.
Where's my stuff, man? Oh, here we go. OpenSea. Having a hard time finding the. Oh, I forgot with all this crypto junk. You gotta. I can't go there because.
You know Money Reigns?
I have seen the name.
Yeah, you know him. You used to think it was Chris. But like, point being is, I don't know why he just sent me a message or whatever. But I was just about to say like, I want to make.
Oh, you mean Jim?
For my sprinkle.
Oh, you mean Jim? Oh, you mean Jim?
No, I don't. I mean Money Reigns.
Oh, okay. No, I just meant I know who you're talking about now. You said
Yeah.
Money Reigns, and I it's got a dollar sign. Yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying.
Elena says she
So
can't.
I thought it'd be funny if I made my name. I thought it'd be funny if I made my name like Money Sprinkles. Dollar sign Sprinkles.
Elena says she can't connect to Discord because I don't have cell service. You can go on the Discord on your laptop or your PC or your Mac.
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone too. Oh, she's saying she doesn't have cell. Yeah, I mean I'm on my laptop.
I do just about everything on my laptop. I hardly do anything on my phone. I don't like the little tiny screen.
Tell Elena, or I mean she's listening probably. Elena, I've been thinking about Arizona quite a bit. That's all I'm gonna say right now until we talk in person again. But the alignments, they're just happening, you know. So something to say while I'm driving, you know.
Oh, she's saying through the CAPTCHA or whatever, you have to verify. You have to have a text. Well, now we need to. You know what? There's another way to verify though. You can check on the little green check mark. Here, let's go there and I'll show you. Let's go there. Discord. Where is Discord? There it is. Can't you do it? Am I showing this? Let me show this. Let's see. Let's go back to Discord. Yeah. Please log in again. Oh, it probably thinks I'm some kind of hacker now because I'm doing it live. Right here, Elena. On the see this little verify, you can on your laptop. I think you can click on this here, and that's part of the verification process too. I'm pretty sure.
Discord expert.
What's that?
I don't know anything about Discord really.
I'm no expert.
But I do have a Lucius Labs Discord. I don't know. Have you seen my Discord, Tony?
No, let me go there. Let me go. Let's see, Lucius Lab. Where do you search? Here we go.
Lucius Space Labs.
Let me go back to home here.
I figured I needed a Discord because it's what all the cool guys do.
I have a couple of. I have a AT's think tank. Let's see, Lucius Lab. I am searching. I don't know. I'm a noob too, I guess.
Yeah, I take 6, 7. Maybe it's Lucius.
Let's just do Lucius.
Or Lucius Labs, one word.
I'm wondering if I'm searching the main. Here, let's do it this way.
You're probably just searching UAP Society or something. I guess to answer Atlanta's question, I used to listen to, like String Cheese a lot. That was one of the bands I liked. And then,
is it Lucy's like LOOSHY apostrophe S?
Yes, Lucius.
Oh well, I can't find it.
LOO.
I can find. I mean, I can find your website. Here's your website right here.
Yeah, it's spelled the same as my website, but it might be 2 words. It might be with an underscore between the 2 words. Might not be. But the only thing I did on there was actually share UAP Society's feed. So anything that UAP Society says comes up on Lucius Labs Discord, pretty much. Hey, that's me.
You should get.
Hey, that's me.
You need to put all your little social media links on your down here.
Hey, that's me.
You should put your Discord links and stuff down here.
Yeah, I probably should. I really don't care about. I'm working on it. This is all fractals of my delusion. So I really don't care about.
Oh, I know.
But,
like I'm some expert.
I know you know. But hey, that was me again. I guess I was gonna randomly say some stuff. So that 3rd photo on the website, I gave the opening speech to Fitzgerald Elementary School 1st annual STEM night, right? So that was kind of cool. And I went up there and I talked about Galileo. This was 5-6 years ago. Talked about Galileo, talked about Edison, and how greatness is relative, right? Because greatness is everything is relative, and so is greatness. But that was the point of the whole conversation. Anyhow, that's it. I'm kind of distracted.
Yeah, it's hard to give a speech while you're driving on the highway.
Well, Galileo, he was like, the Earth doesn't go around the sun. Look at the moons of Jupiter. I mean, the Earth goes around the sun. Look at the moons of Jupiter. And they were like, lock him up and put him in jail. Make him read the Bible, right?
Yep.
And so now we're kind of there again, where people are saying, hey, there's densities of creation. There's all this stuff, and it's like, lock them up and make them read the Bible. They don't know what they're talking about. But so the point was, like, in order to actually move society forward, you most likely will be called crazy. You most likely will be outcasted. It's just like the nature of society, right? Like, because everybody solidifies into their perception of like what they think things should be. I don't know.
It still amazes me though how intolerant people are. I mean, since I started doing this UAP stuff, and you know, I get all these comments like on our video, our interview with Anjali. This looks like it's done from a mental institution. You know, so I'll just, you know, have them go on their way. I'll say thank you, but it's just funny how there's still no tolerance. People are still so intolerant of new philosophies, new ideas.
Yeah,
You know,
and what's funny is I think Anjali actually made a really good point towards the end when she said, like, to look at other people and realize that they are an experience too, and they're having their own experience, and it makes it easier to like show compassion towards people, right? And like that's kind of what you need for those people. It's like, oh, that's cute. You think that. Have a good day. I'm sorry you're stuck in your delusion of humans are the top of the food chain and we only live on Earth and money is the reason we're all alive. I'm really sorry that's your understanding of reality, you know, but it's okay. That's cute, you know. Yeah, no. So like when people like talk all kinds of like stuff, they just don't even know what they're talking about. Most of the time. So you have to like, I don't know, should forgive them in a way.
Oh well, I don't get into a spat with them. You know, it's just an observation of where we are as people, right? As humans, right?
Yeah, and it's easy to get upset though, like, cause when I first started, you could say my public work, I was doing the skateboard stuff and innovation stuff and education, right? Innovation, education, sustainability. And I just got so many negative comments that I would try to convince these people that they're wrong and that I'm actually being truthful, you know? Like, no, I'm telling you, they'll say, nah, you're crazy. And like, the more you try to like convince someone who's in a state of denial, the less it'll ever work.
Oh yeah.
Now I have people coming back. You could say like 7-8 years later saying, I've been watching you for 8 years or so. This is wild. Like, yeah. It's pretty funny in my opinion.
Cortical says pyramidal magnets are of immense worth. A little random.
They are of a what?
Immense worth. Pyramidal magnets.
Is there any more to that comment?
No. No.
I think they call it convergent points. So like whenever you have a point of convergence is always important, right? So like you could call that the tip of a magnet. If you're talking about like the bottom of the magnet is positive and the top and the point of it's negative or something, now you've had a convergent point of magnetic force to a point, right? Is that what they're getting at?
Someone said pyramid power.
Pyramid power, man.
Pyramid power, baby.
I feel like that. I'd be scared, like, pyramid power. Sounds like a movement. Yeah, no, I'm good on that. But no, pyramid power is like a real thing. That's actually why I want to design the pyramids. They help laminarize the flow. All right, hold on.
You shouldn't be too far from Atlanta.
I think I need to stay on. No, that's what I don't
You
know
want
if
to
I
go
should get on
285.
675 or stay on 75.
285 is the
You're saying
bypass.
get on 285's bypass?
That's what I normally do.
Are
Yeah.
you telling me that? All right, yeah, I'll do 285 for sure. That's coming up like right now.
Usually what I do is I take the least, if I look up the exit ramp, and if there's hardly anybody there, I go.
Well, it's seeming like a lot of traffic to merge over, but I'm definitely going to do like a 1 mile to 285.
Well, if you can, I mean, you can go straight through Atlanta, but if it's not
there's
busy,
a lot more traffic. Yeah, no, I
if
don't
it
want
if
that.
it's if it's like 5 o'clock, you would be there for 3 hours.
It's 285 west though, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Does that say to like Atlanta or Chattanooga or bypass Atlanta? Like what cities is it saying?
It says to I-75 north. Because I
That's
think that
it. Yeah.
it bypasses and comes back to it.
Yeah. Because typically, if you were going east, you'd be going to like Savannah or something.
Yes.
Athens.
This is correct. When we're going here.
East would be like if you were going to Athens, Georgia, that way.
Maybe the express is closed, actually. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, I'm good. I'm going north, going west, getting some miles down. Did you want to do flight prediction?
Oh yeah. Let's see.
I don't know if we even said what we were doing. For people that are just tuning in, I'm driving up to Utah to launch a weather balloon for the start of the UAP Society campaign. Bam.
Oh, I said it when we first started, and you were cutting in and out a little bit. But yeah,
okay.
it doesn't hurt to repeat it for people just jumping in.
Yep. So if you want to support, you can go on. Artisan showed it earlier. UAP Society. Get an NFT and or support the GoFundMe campaign. Dang.
I've got the links in the description too.
But you're getting the weather balloon calculator out right now, right?
I'm looking for the link. I had it up earlier, and let's see. Let me go to I'm going to your Twitter. Here we go. There we go. Okay, that's the image.
They do go to stratoflights.com. You can also go to their tools and look up the flight predictor.
So what's the name of the website?
Strato Flights. Even if you just Google weather balloon prediction flight path, it's probably like the first one that'll come up. They did a good job optimizing it Google.
Okay, let me share this screen and then I'll. Stratosphere.
Yeah, they're launching a balloon for us out in Germany as well on Friday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're doing 2 launches. We've got the Utah launch and the German launch.
So where's the simulator? I forgot. Is it under is it under education? Let's see.
Tools? What I remember, it's under tools.
I'm on stratoflights.com, right?
Yeah. That looks like the right one. I can't really tell though. Like it's a small screen for me. I have my phone flipped up sideways, and then it's like half of that.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me go to.
That's it right there. Go to useful resources. Is that one of the options? On the left, that gray bar.
Where? I see teaching material.
There's that gray box on the left.
Gray
I really
box.
like. Honestly, it's not even legible on my screen. I can't read that.
Yeah, there's no sample projects.
It's like useful tools or resources.
References. Okay, let's see.
The gray box on the left had it, I think.
I don't see a gray box on the left.
Not anymore. But that last page you're at had a gray
Okay,
box
so
on the left.
I'm going to education, and here's the gray box. It says teaching material, lesson planning, teaching unit, gallery, sample projects, school project, press. You said I could just Google.
Well, don't go to education. Go to tools. On the top tab to begin with, is there one that says tools or something?
No, there's home, film production, reference shop, education, tutorial, about us. I may be on the wrong website.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
this
I'm saying,
looks
like if you just Google literally weather balloon flight predictor.
okay. Predicting the weather balloons. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, launch site is Vernal, Utah. Date is the 27th. Launch altitude, what is that, about 9,000?
You know, I really don't know, and I've just been keeping it at 100. But 9,000 might make more sense. I haven't done it with that yet. But that's meters, so make sure you divide by 3.
Oh, yeah. Let's say 3,000. Stinking metric
Yeah, it's all in
system.
meters.
So
first altitude, do 40,000.
40,000 meters. Launch time is 7.
First altitude.
What would that be? That's right, isn't it?
Sorry,
yeah.
The ascent. 7 and 7 is what I've been using.
So that would be 1,900.
It's going to go up fast and down fast.
Ascent rate, 5 meters per second. It's like the default.
7.
7.
7.
Descent rate, 50
Ascent
meters.
Rate 7 meters per second.
50 meters per second.
7. Descent 7. Launch time 1,400.
Okay. Calculate.
Calculating.
Let's make it bigger. There we go.
So that it shows where the balloon burst at as well on that picture, which I think is pretty cool.
So what's
going to get caught up in the winds?
Yeah, right here it's going to explode. Right here. I guess that's when it drops, when the balloon pops.
That's when the balloon pops. Is that little explosion?
And then you got to chase it all the way to the river. Oh, you got to cross the river.
So that time it landed in the river. The last time I did it, it landed in the back of my truck on the road.
Yeah, that was in a dream that you had.
Yeah, no, it'll be real. But that's like with the 9,000 foot altitude launched, right?
Let's go see what the altitude of Vernal, Utah is.
Who goes 63? Like, come on.
AT&T. You mean I have to type it in?
What do you mean?
5328. Okay, let me go back here. So that's like 2,000 meters.
5328 divided by 3.3.
Oh, darn. Did I mess it up? Oh, shoot.
Sometimes you have to refresh it. It might only work one time sometimes. Then you have to like refresh that.
It's no big deal to put it back in. So this would be what, 2,000? It'd be like 1,800 meters. 40,000 times 7. How can the ascent rate and the descent rate be the same? Because the helium's taking it up, but the parachutes. Oh
It
well.
depends on the size of your parachute and the size of your balloon.
Yeah, that parachute looked kind of small. Pretty close to the same.
Um, I,
Oh look,
about
it's
the same,
going.
right?
This time you have to go out into the desert. You have to cross the river twice and then go to the desert. That's funny. I don't think you're going to find it uh,
Yeah,
in this lifetime.
that's why I got the Strato Tracker.
I don't know how you're going to. I mean, are there
I'm
any
actually
roads?
I'm meeting up with my. That's Dinosaur Mountain. See, there's a road.
It's probably a logging. It's probably a fire break or something. Let's see.
Uh, it says County Road on them, right?
Island Park Road. Yeah.
Like if you
Okay.
zoom in, they're
Yeah.
county roads. But as far as like hiking and backpacking, I mean, worst case scenario, I don't retrieve it during the event, but I literally plan for the expedition. I'll be meeting up with my friend in Vail, and he camps out in the mountains all the time. He hikes out there. He's very good at camping and hiking in the woods, you know? So, like, worst comes to worst, I go back to Vail, I pick him up, we go retrieve the thing, and actually spend a couple days out there hiking for it. That's like, in quotes, worst case scenario as far as accessibility. But I think it's going to land in the back of my truck.
I was trying to get the. Here we go. If I spell correctly. Here we go. I was trying to get an aerial view, a satellite view. Yeah.
I think if you go to Google Maps, you can kind of just compare them.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
That's definitely gravel. Yeah, it's got ruts, so that's definitely a dirt road.
This guy in the express lane is going like 65. So he's making everyone go out of the double-laned express road that's cut off. But cutting in front of me now, that's just cruising in the left lane, going 75. And they're making a whole bunch of traffic. Come on, guys. Why are they doing that? What are they doing?
Let's see. Here we go. Ripple tree. I was going to share the.
What's that guy doing? The express lane.
Not a lot of trees out there.
Sure. Maybe it's on top of a mountaintop.
Yeah. I wonder what the altitude is. I wonder what the altitude is right here.
Did you say there were a lot of trees, or there are?
There's not.
Did you say there's a lot of trees, or there's not a lot of trees?
There's not a lot of trees.
That's good.
Which is a good thing, except that, yeah, you'll be easy to spot by mountain lions.
I'm trying to think of what kind of camouflage I could use for mountain lion.
A bigger
like
mountain
poppers.
lion suit.
I don't have poppers.
Oh man,
that's what I was thinking, like some type of suit.
I've got some of those poppers, but you don't want to stop through in Chattanooga. So where are they? Oh, they're in the. That's right. They're in the box in the warehouse when I moved them into the warehouse. But have you seen them? They look like a pin, and they have a mini flare in them.
No, I've never used them before.
They shoot about they'll shoot about 50 yards, and then they'll blow up, scare the bear. Pretty loud. I think they're more effective than bear spray because, hopefully you can see the bear or at a further distance. But the only time I've ever seen bears was when they were like, one time a mama bear was in a tree with her cubs, and we were on the Appalachian Trail, and that was not very much fun. I thought she was going to come after us.
I'm hitting traffic. Good old Lanza. Whoa, these guys are stopping. 10 miles an hour. Sweet. I can ride my bicycle faster than this.
Blue and Cortical says blue and yellow, I believe, are their visual range. So don't wear blue and yellow.
Okay. Is that what they eat? They eat blue and yellow?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go to Birmingham.
Yeah, that would be a side trip.
These guys are all going so slow now. I'm going 2 miles an hour.
Oh, no.
Kind of like typical Atlanta stuff. I'm at basically I-75 and I-20. You know what I'm talking about there.
Have you made it past the bypass yet? 285?
Honestly, I don't know. I was like really distracted with this conversation. I think I'm not on the bypass. I think I'm on the main pass. This guy's got a really loud truck. Your truck's loud, dude.
You don't have your like a GPS? I guess not, because you're on your phone.
I'm on my phone. So
Uh-oh. We're gonna get you lost. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. That's why I was asking you if I need to stay on 285 or 75. I literally can't see my map.
Well, I have a friend that lives down there past Macon, and when I come back, I go 285 west. It just loops around theoretically.
Yeah, I think they might have had it blocked off or something, like, because they were barriers in front of the road that had like arms out, and didn't let me go to the express lane kind of thing. I don't know. Right, the 3 lanes are blocked. That's pretty good. Yeah.
So the one link I didn't get was the GoFundMe. I'm gonna go find it right quick.
Why did the chicken cross your mind? Because you put up a sign that says it. Dumb. Yeah, I'm definitely not on the bypass.
Oh no. Do you want me to look up where that 20 is?
I don't really care. I'm just gonna keep going north on 75.
Oh, well, if you're on north going if you're on 75 going north, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but there should have been the 285 or the 625 or the 675.
Well, the 285 goes to 75 though, right?
After Atlanta.
Yeah.
Goes around this nonsense.
Why is this not?
I do see a sign for Chattanooga right now, though.
That's where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 75 comes right through Chattanooga.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm doing my southern accent. I got stuck with it because I went to Georgia and I was in the gas station, and for some reason I put my card in it and the thing to get gas, and the machine just locks. And I went inside and I asked the lady, I was like, hey, my card's locked in your machine. She's like, oh, it does that sometimes. I was like, oh, okay, can you help me get it out? And she hands me a plier. She said, just yank it out. Just yank your one source of funding out of the machine and hope it doesn't break when you're ripping it out of the machine on your road trip.
Is it working?
It is working. But I told her no, thank you. I was like, no, I'm not going to rip it out. I'm going to call the number on the gas pump and have them come fix your pump. Because she says that happens all the time. Like, okay, so let's prevent it from happening again by fixing it.
I know sometimes they will kind of grab onto it while they're processing and then let go. After, there's a station here in town that does that. It's like, hold on,
Yeah, that's what it did. It grabbed onto it and then it said remove card, but like never said process, never said anything, never gave me a chance to even put my pin in. Just said remove card, and like the little lock light's on. And it's like locked in there. It was really dumb. So I was trying to override the card system. You'd think that if you held clear and tapped power 3 times or something like that, it would release. Like there should be a code you can type in to do an auto card release. So I was trying to hack the system. Chattanooga, Greenville.
There you go. Oh man, just watching you drive is making me sleepy.
I'm not sleepy. I'm hanging out. It's more just like dumb. Traffic's the dumbest thing ever. Why don't we have flying cars yet? When I was a kid, we were supposed to have flying cars by 2020. Right? Like 2020, amazing. Everyone's gonna have flying cars and all this amazing. The year 2000 comes around, nothing.
The only thing, if we have flying cars, I want I still want some sort of way to control their path in the sky, because if not, a lot more people are going to die.
Well, that's why you make like virtual roads, right? Have you ever seen those?
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Like they're airplane races, but they go through like virtual rings. They're
right.
Like real rings. They're like right. GPS rings. Yeah, so you'd make like virtual roads on your displays, and that's what everybody would follow. But I wouldn't be driving through traffic. Like, I'm just going to go this way. Over the city. Yeah. But instead, let's all make a train where you know what they say, right? The weakest link of the chain.
Yeah, the slowest common denominator is in front of you.
That's the weakest link. That is the strength of your chain. And that is the strength of this road system right now. These guys are all weak links. They stop at red lights because they have to look both ways.
So how long do you think it's going to take to get there?
Where's there? I'm already where I need to be.
Okay, smarty pants. How long is it going to take to get to Vernal? Vernal?
Oh, I don't know, like 20 more hours. Dude, this is ridiculous. I don't know why. I have this really cool thing, but it decided to break. So it's not that cool anymore.
Is it one of those things that sticks in your vent, your air conditioning vent?
But literally, I went to plug it in, and like one of the plastic snaps just snapped right off. Now it just has one little stick sticking into the vent that doesn't do anything really.
Well, I'm going to go. I just got a text from my electrician, and he wants me to bring him something, which is very upsetting to me because I have to go drive 30 miles now to take it to him. So
you'll be all right.
At least I don't have to drive 1,000 miles, right?
Yeah. Are you going to be on I-75?
I won't be too far from there. That's funny.
Maybe I'll see you on the road.
Yeah, when you're on 75, you'll come to the 75-24 split, and then you're going to go 24, yeah, from from Chattanooga, you're going to go to 24, right? From there.
I don't know. Is that the one that goes west?
Yeah, through Nashville.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
just
when
know
you
I end up on 70.
so when you come through Chattanooga and you'll look up on your left, you'll see Lookout Mountain, which is a pretty famous mountain. Then off in the distance is
Wait, that's the name of it?
what?
I always thought they were warning people, like, look out, mountain.
Look out! There's a mountain.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not what's
well,
happening.
I forgot the Native American name for it, but it was the Native Americans named it, and then we put the English version to it. So
I don't think it's actually called Lookout Mountain. I think it's a lookout, and then they're describing the lookout by the name tag, which is mountain, because Lookout Mountain exists all over Colorado too.
well, it's a pretty famous Civil War mountain, so you can look it up.
Is it actually called Lookout Mountain?
Yes, Lookout Mountain. And it was named the Native American name is rock rising to a point or something like that.
It's pretty descriptive.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Well, maybe I can catch you later later in your trip on the way or something.
If not, before it gets dark, maybe, and if not, maybe tomorrow morning.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a safe trip. If you need anything, you don't have my phone number, do you? You have me. If you need anything, I was gonna say if you need anything, call me.
I probably do. It's probably in a lot of the emails you've sent.
Yeah.
That's
That's right. Yeah, one of my email addresses has the phone number at the bottom.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, don't hesitate to call if you need something.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
If your card gets stuck or something.
I should be good.
Yeah.
I got a checkup message just now from Money Reigns, and so I think I've got the support I need to make it there, handle the situation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome that you're doing this.
Yeah, thank you. It's awesome.
I wish I could have gone. It was a bad.
With spirit.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, well, be careful, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll see you later. Have a good one.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. I have to go and do my general contractor duties. See ya.